You may have heard the headlines that climate change is making hurricanes way more intense. Yes, it's true. The mainstream media is blatantly lying to you. Not only that, they're going to start off with a warmer world makes for nastier hurricanes. Every single word in that sentence is a lie. And then they claim that scientists say they are wetter, possess more energy, and intensify faster. Now, this sentence includes a term our president used, wetter, to explain the qualities of rain. Now, all rain is wet. None is wetter than others. But what is happening in these storms is cosmic rays are nucleating more clouds, creating more rain. But the intensity is not increasing. In fact, it's decreasing. And they attribute all this to this article here, Attribution of Extreme Weather Events in the Context of Climate Change, which, by the way, is a book that costs $80. Now, you can read the description of the book, or you can buy the lie for $80. But all we have to do is come over here to open source data coming from our very own NOAA, the National Hurricane Center, and look at the monthly Atlantic Tropical Weather Summary. August was below average for the Atlantic Basin. In terms of accumulated cyclone energy, which measures the combined strength and duration of tropical storms and hurricanes, activity in the Atlantic Basin thus far in the entire year of 2018 has been below normal. I mean, look at the wind speeds here. Even Florence barely made it above 100 miles per hour at landfall. Now, Al Gore claims that Hurricane Florence and Mangkhut making landfall at the same time is unprecedented. Well, this guy's douchebaggery and lies are unprecedented in my eyes. In fact, almost every single meteorologist called him out on his claims as being nonsense based on zero facts, and he didn't do any research. In fact, Mr. Gore said last Friday that two major storms from the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans had never made landfall at the same time, which is a complete lie. What's more likely, that the Arctic will have no ice by 2013, or Al Gore is a liar? Because then in the next year, he predicted the ice caps would melt by 2014. Another lie. And if we check his report card, Al got a C- in introductory economics, a D in a science course, a C+ in another science course, 5 Fs in 5 of the 8 classes he took at divinity school, which are based on no facts whatsoever. And he didn't even receive a degree from divinity school. And Gore did not graduate from Vanderbilt Law either. Who's the phony? Let's look at the facts. Sea ice thickness, 18th September 2018, is above 2015, 16, and 17 levels. In fact, it's above 2016 by 2,000 cubic kilometers in volume. That might not seem like a lot, except that it's 20% more ice. That's 1/5 more. That's a lot. 1/5 more ice volume in the Arctic right now, and the global warming alarmists aren't telling you about that? No, because it's in the multi-decadal average, and it has been for almost all entirety of a year, which means that there is no ice loss. In fact, the amount of ice in the Arctic is the same it has been since back in the 70s. And contrary to the anthropogenic global warming narrative, Florence formed in abnormally cold water, which is going to continue to increase as we descend into the grand solar minimum. Additionally, the planet has been cooling rapidly for over 2.5 years. with a drop of over 0.6 degrees centigrade. Now, if you could consider the point we're at now and bring it all the way back to 1988, we have dropped 0.2 degrees globally since 1988 in January. There is nothing global warming to be found. And tropical storms are not increasing in frequency. Here's the data. All of the data on the planet since 1970 that exists. Tropical storms in blue, hurricanes in gray. And this is the graph of the global tropical cyclone frequency with a 12-month running sum. This is coming from Dr. Ryan Maue. And is this graph going up or down? I'm not even going to tell you what I think. But there is not an increase in tropical cyclone frequency since 1970. There's, in fact, a decrease. Now these storms are getting more intense and more deadly. Here's the tropical cyclone accumulated cyclone energy, the ACE, back to 1970. There was a peak in 93, there was a peak in 98, and a peak in 06. But since the 98 peak, the global tropical cyclone accumulated cyclone energy has been rapidly dropping. Those are the facts. Al Gore is a fraud. If you want to know the truth, you need to seek the knowledge. Do a little bit of your own homework. Find the data. Find the truth. Follow the money. Be safe.